Yeah, and remember, we won't start immediately because we gotta wait.
No, we have started now.
I mean, but like the start.
I bet we started as soon as you said we won't start immediately.
No, we have started now. We're rolling.
Yes, we're currently rolling. We're
Yeah.
on
Well,
They see me rolling.
everybody shut up. I'm trying to MC here. Hello, everyone. Thank you to CoronaTime. Thank you for coming and welcome to CoronaTime number 7. It's our 7th one. Corona, it's the hottest part of the sun, Latin for crown, and Chinese for why are you coughing in my restaurant? So thank you very much, all of you who have tuned in this time, our faithful viewers. You may recognise to my left or right, whichever side you're looking for. We have some regulars who've come to join us tonight as per tradition. I'm Niclas. I will be your comp here. So hopefully I'll be able to riff, give some continuity, get this thing flowing like a river. I've been told I can't do jokes about my girlfriends this time because last time I got about 400 complaints. I've got a bit of some emails here that I've got. Because basically I made jokes about her being, a bit, a bit blobby, a bit big. No, she's not too big. No, she once directed Miss Saigon and cast herself as a helicopter. But it's like, I don't do jokes. But I'm not doing jokes about her. She pays an extra fee when she goes through the toll gate. So here's some in France they know her as like Grand Prix. So here's some of the email. I got a couple of emails from people. This was from a lady called Deborah. It's dear Niclas. I can't spell my name. It's Nicholas. When it's Niclas. It's a Swedish spelling because I'm Welsh, and that makes sense. Dear Nicholas, I hope this reaches you promptly. I'm extremely dissatisfied at the comments you made to your lover on your last show. I found them sexist, racist, homophobic, transphobic, Islamophobic, arachnophobic, claustrophobic, and hydrophobic, and downright smutty, and definitely not the kind of television I think my 4-year-old should be watching. Yours sincerely, Deborah. That was one of them. And then I got another one from a guy called Rob. I got another one from a guy. He said, Dear Warwick Improv, your last show seemed awfully scripted. Are you sure it was all made up on the spot? But I think he sent that one to the wrong person. That's not gone the right way. Lots of love, Rob. Oh, no. Love you, Warwick Improv. Yeah, I've had quite a busy inbox. So let's see, how many people have we got? Oh, we've got 26,001 viewers at the minute. Let's see where they're from, shall we? You see, I on my laser display screen here, I can see exactly where all the viewers are from. Let's see. All right, so one of them is in the UK. 26,000 of them in the Philippines. That's remarkable. I never knew we were so famous over there. That's incredible. God, where is all this popularity come from? It's insane. Can't believe it. Oh, wow. It's brilliant. It's brilliant, that. Well, absolutely fantastic. Well, I hope to entertain you. I'm not sure if the culture will translate over to your, shall we say, the way you do things over there. I'm not sure. I've never been. I would like to go, but planes are expensive. So I'll do a couple of poems to warm you up before I introduce your first act. Because I'm worried you might knock the house down before I've even built it. So I'll give you a couple of poems to get you all warmed up like a radiator. So here's a poem about where I used to live in a place in South Wales called Barry. And all the Italians get excited because it's like a Barry in Italy. I'm like, mate, no, Barry is in like, the one in South Wales, Barry Island, and it's not an island. It was an island, and then they built. It was an island, but then they built a railway. So that's very beyond that. So, and it was a bit rough. I have to give a lot of context because when I was in school, this poem like went down every time. Right, went down like like a burst blimp every single time. But I've got to give a bit of context. Barry was a little bit rough. So hopefully that's enough context. There was a young Catholic called Harry, and he really wanted to marry. Finding love was a pest. Put his faith to the test. There aren't any virgins in Barry. I think that would work. It works better in Barry, actually. It works better in Barry. Here's another one. Here's another one. That gets a 2 out of 10. That didn't get the reception I was hoping for. Gutter. Yeah, here's the one. It's about drinking. It's just sort of like an anti-drugs campaign I was fronting. I was on the front of it. It's like don't spike your drinks, and here's my face. So this is a little poem. This is a poem I wrote a few years back. So it goes a bit like this. It's 2 junkies, a sket and a nutter, their minds away in a flutter. After a bottle of grouse, they were far from their house, with their clothes removed in a gutter. And then then comes the tagline, don't spike drinks, don't drink too much, and my face, which was the perfect repellent. That's sort of what I'll say that for the first bit. I'll bring on our first act now because she's waiting very patiently and she has had to travel for miles to be here. So I'll introduce now. Are you ready, Chloe? Hi, Chloe, a big job it. Are you ready now? Right, let's see if I can remember how to do this. Hang on, wait. Oh, no. Oh, there we go. Right. Sorry, there's so many buttons to click. I'm like in a cockpit here. Right. So, ladies and gentlemen, our first act of tonight, introducing Chloe.
Hi.
Woo!
So I've been thinking recently about the word genius because it seems to be that now everybody calls themselves a genius. Like you walk into the Apple shop and literally the people who work there are called the Apple geniuses. No, you're not. You're not a genius. You're someone who knows how to lie on a CV. That's it. And so I've been thinking about who actually was a genius. And I've come to the conclusion that I think it was the person who invented cutlery. Because I imagine that they started with just like a bowl. Like I imagine they started with just a bowl. And there was some guy called Jim on a date. And he was like, I want to feed my date, but I can't reach my date because obviously, social distancing. What Jim did I call him Jim or Jimmy? Jim. So what I imagine Jim did was got a really big stick. He's just taking me room out here. This is grim and out of my room. Imagine he got a big stick and he attached the bowl to the stick and he poked it across and fed his date. And that's all very well and good. But what Jim has done there, without even realising, is invent something better. Jim's invented the pan. But here's the problem. He's like, oh mate, we can fry things in this, and his date's like, yeah, but Jim, we're in the Stone Age, we don't know what oil is. And Jim's like, oh okay, I guess we better wait for the America-Iraq agreement then, that's fine. So we've got this pan that I want to fry things in, but we don't know how to fry things because we've got no oil. So what happens if we make it smaller? So then they make the pan on a stick smaller, and what you've got is the spoon, and that is genius. Who invented the spoon? It's brilliant. I like to think he was going for the spoon and not just like a banjo. Because I can imagine saying to his date, oh my god, look, I've invented the banjo. And his date's like, yes, Mumford and Sons. We've got no oil, but we know who Mumford and Sons are. One thing I learned as well was that spoons, just spoons in general, the Tudors used to give spoons as like christening presents. And I'm thinking, no wonder there's a freaking obesity crisis. A spoon was a christening present. And then I started looking into who were the first people to use other forms of cutlery. And I learned that the first people to use the fork were the Qijia culture in China, which I just thought was really ironic. Because if I use a fork in a Chinese restaurant, suddenly I'm the embodiment of Western ignorance. Because I'm not using chopsticks, which I thought it was quite funny. And another thing that I learned, I'm literally just reading you stuff that I wrote down about cutlery. What's happened to me? Forks were judged by Christians as symbolic of like Eastern decadence. They were not liked. The Christians hated them. And I thought, well, that puts everything into perspective a little bit, because now whenever I get angry at Christians, for hating the LGBT community, I just think, well, they vilified a fork. Like, to them, spearing a potato is of the same level of sin as homosexuality, and then I just don't take it seriously anymore. I find that it really, really helps me. And that's the set I've come up with in the space of about 10 minutes, so thank you. And now there's dust in my room from a brush. And I've marked the wall, which I better clean before the landlord gets here. Anyway, I'm going to stop talking now.
Right, now, I am afraid in all the excitement there's been slight technical difficulty, and I need to make myself, I don't know how to make myself big again, so this is...
You put $1 in a magic wishing machine.
No, I don't want to be confused.
In the Zota.
It's not, Kate, it's not funny. It's not funny. I need to... How do I help?
Niclas, as MC, I think you should be more supportive of me and saying, that's not funny, that's not funny. It's not the way to do
this
that.
is a very serious...
That is funny, but I have a problem.
This is very serious.
Niclas,
Maybe
that's
again.
what you're...
Make yourself bigger. And there's more.
Yeah, no, I'm just going to have to do solo. I'm just going to have to be selfish.
Ah.
Ooh.
I'll read you some of the other pretty mean emails from some people. This was an email of a man called Rodney. He emailed me about the jokes I made last time about my really big girlfriend. It's not a belly button; it's a blowhole. Dear Nicholas, can't spell again. What are they, like dyslexic? Dear Nicholas, your jokes are older than your attitudes. Go live in the woods. I hope I will never see you again. If I see you, I will really hurt you. It's really dark. It's really mean. I will really hurt you. I will kick you so hard between the legs. You will never have kids ever again. And those kids of yours will never happen. But were they to happen, they'd become as racist and as right-wing and as Brexit as you are. No one likes you. No one in my family likes you. My kids certainly don't like you. But I have kids. Ha ha. And you never. It just goes on. It's just la la la. La la la. Please die before October. P.S. Can I be let in free next time to your show? Lots of love, Rodney. I sent him off-price tickets in the post. I wasn't going to give him free. I'd charge him a bit. Don't email me like that and try taking liberties. Here's another one then. This was off a man called Rob. I presume it's the same Rob from last time. Dear Warwick Belly Dance Society, can you please put on some more clothes next time? I don't like having to watch it with my cat in the room. All the best, Rob. I don't think he's got the right email address. So I think there's been a bit of a mix-up. Very sorry on the... Yeah, I had to respond. I was like, this is... I think you've got the wrong people. Terrible. That's terrible. I think he's clearly got issues with some people. He's spatting it to the wrong people. And then there's me just getting decked by people for the things I said, decking me like your back garden. Yeah, I spent about 4,000. I spent about £4,000 worth of decking this week. I don't even have a garden. I don't know why I did it. I just had a bit of money left over and thought I'll buy some decking. I don't even have a garden, so I don't know where it's going to go. I've emailed the garden centre. I'm waiting for them to come back. Let's see how many viewers. Let's go back to my laser display screen, and I will. Let's see how many viewers we've got, shall we? Let's see. Aha! So now we have 26,002 viewers. So let's see. Let's just have a look around, little panda of the map. Aha! So there's a big hot spot of around. It says around 26,000. Still in the Philippines. So yeah, that's doing quite well. And there are two. Oh no, there are three in the United Kingdom now. It's really good. Up the Albion in it. Yeah, it still surprises our popularity in the Philippines. I never thought I could project my voice that far. I'll do another poem for you now. This is a poem about it's a poem about a certain people. No, you can't. No, I can't say jokes like that anymore. Can I change? You see, but then what can I change Indian for? Because if I change like a small Indian boy, how do I change that then and still have it? I can't work out. I'm trying to work out how to like modernize it and make it a bit more PC. And then if I change little Indian boy, then I've got to change like all the curry jokes that come out. It's not working on my part. No, if I want to, can I change it to Spanish and then be like paella? No, because Spanish people don't have Gupta as a surname. No, it's that one. Yeah, that one needs work. It's a bit too raunchy for this. It might work for like a military show to the army, but it's not. Certainly not. Hashtag Nekwantov campus. That's sort of what it'll lead to. Yeah, I'll give that work and come back to it. So that's a little bit more riffing done. It'd be lovely if I could work out how to have more. It just doesn't. No, it doesn't work. It's not funny. Freddie joins us all the way from the large landlocked Republic of Malta.
Yes, lovely landlocked land with 2 islands.
Yeah. The lovely small Islamic Republic of Malta. How is it?
Assalamu alaikum.
Hey.
We've got lots of strange street signs here. They've got all sorts of X's and I's and J's and things in it. It's English mixed with Arabic and every which
I'll
way.
tell you exactly why that is. Maltese is part of the same language family as Hebrew and Arabic. It's a Semitic language. But enough about me knowing being really
fun facts.
Who wants? Is it Kate going next? I don't even know.
Yeah.
Of everything I could have written down. Yeah, Kate, you can go next. Chloe's just gone. How do we make me bigger screen? I feel like this is not.
I'm still here.
Hey.
Yeah, she says she's still here.
You know, Chloe, there's an option here. I can change your name. I can kick you from the studio. I can ban you from the studio. I can get rid of you. I can banish you to the far
but do you want to?
Islands of Wight. I'll change your name. Should we change your name? Who's got? Look, I'll just for the sake of showing that this works.
Zoe Gloden.
See, I can just change your name to whatever I fancy. I could have so much fun.
Joy behind the scenes.
I'm too tired for this. I'm too tired. I don't want to be here.
I mean, Chloe,
everyone wants to be here.
Very grateful as well. So that's Freddie and Malta. We're very grateful for Chloe being here as well. Freddie, Chloe, no, not Freddie. You're not Freddie. It's because your name's not there. I'm losing it already. I'm losing the plot.
Already at the fault of your own choices.
Yeah. Thank you very much to Yonk for she's doing training at the minute, having a very hard time staying in character, but I think she did suitably well.
Thank you. That's a compliment from you.
Yeah, well, I am becoming quite nice. My first 3 months of lockdown was in cell. Now I'm more of an out cell. So I say hello to the birds and kiss the bees every morning.
Life. Oh.
Is that how you've got those lovely luscious lips, Niclas?
Yeah, she's like a Disney princess.
Nature. Kate, they could have been yours, and these, like I could have loved you more than any other man was going to, and you turn that one down. Don't ever come knocking on my front door again to complain. Okay, you always want to just bring my lips into this, and there's absolutely no reason to do so. This is a private matter for me. DM me if you've got a problem. It's not for the public to worry about. So these Filipino,
or you can email him and then he'll read it out.
26,000 people in Luzon don't need a scam.
Yeah, I could say.
These bad boys. God, I'm such a mess. So, on the back of that, and on the front of this, Kate, would you like to go? I know I've just insulted you. Or
yes, I would like to.
Yeah, I'll just make you go. I've got a bit of mopping up to do after this, but introducing lovely for the umpteenth time doing stand-up for us, Kate.
Hello.
Woo!
Yeah. I'm now going to tell you a completely true story. Wow.
Ooh.
Whoa. Yeah. If my parents can hear me doing this stand-up, a fake story that I just made up. So yeah, basically, the other day, me and some of my friends decided to have like a nice, safe, socially distanced evening, getting pissed in a park. So we've been there for like 10 minutes when this man who I think he was about 25, he was like wearing kind of ragged clothing, bit crazed look in his eyes, came over, said that he was alone and could he like sit with us and drink with us. And me and the one other girl in the group like made eye contact, like, oh my god, get this man away from us, he's gonna kill us. And the guys in the group were like, yeah, come on, sit down, it'll be fine. So yeah, so this guy introduces himself, and his name was Thomas. And he's like super friendly. He asked all of our names. We carry on drinking like this is a normal thing to happen. And then the dude is like, I have some weed. Do any of you guys want some? Fortunately, I know what to do in this scenario because I've been through years of school assemblies and videos about, you know, if a strange man offers you drugs, say no. What I didn't contend with is the fact that all of my friends said yes. So I was put in the exact scenario that all of those people in school said would happen that I didn't think would ever happen. And I learned what kind of person I am. And I'm the kind of person who shouldn't be a teacher because I sure. And it really makes me wonder what other things I would do if all of my friends did them. Because I already know that like I'd jump off a cliff. Like come on, of course I would. Like if my friends are jumping off a cliff, they jump off the cliff and they're like seem fine. Fucking I'm gonna go. That'd be awesome. I'd love to jump off a cliff. It'd be great. But then there's probably like loads of other like maybe worse things, like dangerously sleeping or whatever they say you shouldn't do, that I would probably do. Another thing I've been doing in lockdown is I've been reading the news a lot more because I think being inside all the time has given me a real thirst for knowledge about what's going on outside of my tiny bubble. And so I keep reading things on the news and then thinking that it's terrible and then like agreeing with it. Because it's a news story like, oh, Starbucks cashier punched a customer in the face because they refused to wear a mask and coughed on everybody. Like, I know it's wrong to punch people, but I forgive you, strange man. So I saw this headline that was like, otter population is massively depleted in Southeast Asia. And I was like, oh, that's so terrible. Like, how could you do something to the otters? They're like the most adorable animal in the world. And then I read the article and it said the reason the otter population has gone down is because people are taking them from the wild because otters are really popular pets in Japan. And I'm ashamed of this, but my first thought was like, oh my god, you're going to have a pet otter? Why did nobody tell me? And then my brain kicked in and I was like, no, it's bad for the otters. And I think I could have kept that up, but at the bottom of the article, they linked a bunch of videos of people with pet otters. And I watched all of them, and it was like the cutest shit I've ever seen. One of the otters had a best friend that was a kitten, and I was like, oh my god, an otter shouldn't be friends with a kitten. Real life isn't a Disney movie. Otters should be friends with other otters and nothing else. And I was like watching these videos like, oh my god, I'm part of the problem. Like the otter population's gone down because other people are watching these YouTube videos and they're getting popular and seeing how cute otters are and are like, I want an otter. And I know that because I want an otter now too. So then I thought about that and how I could like fix this problem and like be a better person. And so I illegally downloaded all of the videos instead, and I watched them again, because that way I don't contribute to like the YouTube views, and I don't make the otters more visible, but I still get to visage the otters. But also, that's insane. Like, I saw something so cute that it made me commit a crime, and that's crazy. I shouldn't be this person. I should be someone else who's better. So that's what I've learned over quarantine. Thank you very much, everybody, for listening to me talk about otters.
Still completely off balance. But thank you very much, Kate, for that enlightening. It's nice to see so many different people from so many different places and backgrounds, doing so many similar things, really. I won't comment on what I've been up to. So we've spoken to Fred, we've spoken to Chloe. Kate, we haven't spoken to you. How are you keeping in this weird time to be alive?
Me?
Yeah,
I'm keeping well. I think I'm keeping slightly too well, because like I've since lockdown started, I have like new hobbies. I have like a new group of friends. I'm like dating someone. I've like set up a whole life for me back here. It's really bad. I'm not gonna want to leave. I have a kitten. Like everything's great now. It started off really bad and now it's not. So I've adapted, is what I mean.
Well, yes, thank you for rubbing.
You've adapted very much like an otter.
Yeah, like an otter.
Yeah, otters are well known for their adaptive abilities. You put one in a desert, it will dry out instantly.
Yep.
Have you ever put an otter in the desert?
I'll have you know that I haven't, but I intend to at some point in my life.
I mean, I suppose the videos, if those videos that you were watching of cute otters were just of otters drying up in the desert, I imagine you wouldn't have wanted an otter that badly, and maybe that would have stopped you committing the crime. Maybe posting videos of animal cruelty is how you actually stop people committing animal cruelty.
Well, no, Chloe, I don't know your knowledge on South African cuisine, but that's how they make jerky. You dry out an animal. Everyone knows it. You take an otter, pin it by the tail. They don't have pin the tail on the donkey. It's pin the tail on an otter. They get more than one thing out of it. They pin it up and they just let it dry.
Why is he Jesus?
In the desert heat, and they skin it and then they carve it off, and that's your jerky. You don't know this?
Otter jerky. You heard it here, folks.
Well, you know,
it's utterly delicious.
It's exactly. Thank you, Kate.
Now that I've seen this video of you talking about otter jerky, I really want some otter jerky.
It doesn't exist. I'm messing with you. Exciting development while we've been off the air. I have got a response from the garden centre. I emailed them about my small decking dilemma, because so if I'm getting it done in instalments, I've got my first instalment's already arrived, and that's just on my front door, and like I'm in a flat, so like the entryway is just full, and the landlord's like having a go at me because he says it blocks the fire escape. What, like wood's flammable? So my second one's coming tomorrow, so I've got like about $1.5 grand. I've got a couple more grand coming tomorrow, so I emailed the garden centre. I'm like, dear garden centre, I recently ordered £4,000 worth of decking from you, but absent-mindedly did so without owning a garden. My bad, in brackets. Being a garden centre, do you sell gardens? And how long will it take for you to deliver a garden to me? Yeah, I am very desperate. This is quite tight. I do need to stay in this house. If I don't have it, I'm afraid I may have to move into a more expensive accommodation, meaning that not all my kids will get vaccinated. Love and kisses, Niclas. Niclas spelled correct that time. And they came back. They said, "Dear Niclas, you need help. All the best." Raysbury Garden Centre. It's not really the thing I was hoping for. I guess I'm just gonna have to find somewhere to put it. I don't have a lot of storage, so, my kids like big toys, so there's not, my wardrobe's full of underwear, so it's like I haven't really got any. I've just got to find somewhere to put it. It'll be fine. I'll dump it in the river.
You can make a canal.
But it's like now they've cut down all the trees. The beavers need something, I am the Al Gore of today. I think you'll find. Don't go poo-pooing my expenditure on wood. I'll take you through a couple more emails I got because I'm still getting roasted like a suckling pig for the comments I made last week. Here's an email I got from a man called Herschel. It's Dear Niclas. This one's with a K. I don't know. They're getting worse. Dear Niclas, are you a virgin? So that's a very casual way to start. Can you please never, never, ever, never, never, ever come to my bar mitzvah? The chief rabbi would be in fury if you delivered one of your lines about the lady in the synagogue. All the best, Herschel. So yeah, I won't disturb him. I didn't reply. I thought, all right, fair enough. He's won that one. Now I've got another email of a man called Rob. I'm not sure if it's the same Rob. He doesn't leave a surname or phone number. It says, Dear Warwick UN Society, I hope this email reaches you punctually. I've just been thinking, I've seen some of your exec, and I can't help but wonder why there is so much war. To me, it's completely trivial if you are the kind of people running this world, and you know, it's a bit of a waffle. He just goes on to comment about the Yemen crisis and things like that, and sort of offers what he thinks are pretty trivial solutions. I don't think he's really got the drift. Well, he hasn't got the right people. Yeah, I think he's as well. I'm not sure where he's getting these addresses from. It's Warwick Comedy. You can just email me, DM me on Facebook. Niclas Want. It's spelled how it's said. Just go, just find me. I can answer your questions. I have contact. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I can't. It's not really something I can respond to. It's not my. It's not. It's like you thought we were improv. It's not my duty to comment on improv. That bunch of wet wipes. It's not my duty to make comments on them. Get kicked out a third time. That's a terrible tragedy. That he clearly has principles, but he's barking up the wrong tree. Let me tell you. I've also tried to rework my my poem, which might be a bit offensive, about the little Indian boy. I'm sure at first I changed it to Chinese, but sort of then the line breaking to electric vindaloo doesn't really work because I can't think of a replacement. So I've had to ditch Chinese. I can't. But then Chinese is like edgy. You can't say jokes like that anymore. So it's like that one's gone. Basically anything east of the Middle East is like out. Like at the minute I'm stuck with French and Spanish, but I don't know much Spanish food to replace all the curries. So I'm really in pig mud here. Up to my knees in it, sinking fast. That is quite the pandemonium. Yeah. That is something to keep me awake at night. So that's my those are the emails. That's what's been coming. I've been getting those on my inbox quite frequently throughout the week. It's on my phone's always ping. Always been getting those. They're interesting reads, true pure poetry. Some of them. I'll put them in a book one day. Has anyone else got anything else to say? Because I might just plug Freddie on. I'll check I'll see if we've still got all our people watching.
Yonk is Chloe Foden, who is always listening and ever present.
What's this?
We're just talking about
Izzy. We got a comment from Izzy Waters on the chat. Who is Yonk? I believe she arrived late and was unawares as to the meaning of the names.
What do you mean now, Niclas?
Yes,
is one
surprise.
Izzy, right? This is a message to Izzy. What do you mean now, Niclas is one in the attic? If you've been watching this for the past 4 months, you'd realise every time I have been in the attic. Thank you very much. Good night.
He is the attic man. Never challenge that.
Who is Yonk? She is the new stand-up officer.
Meet the exec.
Yeah. I'll go back to my.
Yep. And you know what? I'm already setting a great example, clearly.
Well, you are the Yonk of all time.
Yeah. Ooh, Yonk.
The Yonk of all time. I want that on my gravestone.
Let's see how many people we got. Ooh, we've got 52,002 people now. Let's see, where are they? Oh, we got an extra 26,000 in Rwanda. Wow. I'm surprised. Wow, that's a lot. How have we made it to there? That's a quite a remote country. Did we used to own them? I can't remember. Because Portugal used to own the Philippines, I think, and then also I don't know.
I think it was the
We used to
Belgian.
own Uganda, but
Yeah.
Rwanda didn't exist then because
No,
it all used to be the Kingdom of Uganda.
Well, we saw. Well, I'm surprised our comedy's making leaps and bounds for such a new country. That's brilliant. That 52,000, and
Yep.
It's 2003. 3 others are in the United Kingdom. There's a glowing spot over Darlington, which I can see on my laser screen. So that's clearly some probably old man in his 40s. We don't know. No, that's going quite well. We've got a lot of viewers. That's doing really well. Freddie, would you like to perform, or would you like to riff a bit more and ease yourself into it?
I'd be very happy to start performing. I mean, I thought I might start with some questions, which is that have any of you had any pets? I thought I might do a set about pets. Have either of you had any pets?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have any of your pets ever died?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, I'm sorry for your loss. Anyone want to share a story?
My gerbils got old.
Oh,
Oh.
that is a
In the
sad
end, we're
one.
all just gerbils.
We're all just gerbils getting old.
They
Wise
took
words,
early
wise
retirement and then got hit by a bus.
that tends to be the way. What about you, Kate?
Yeah, I've had a few pets die. Had one get hit by a car. My dad was very upset.
Yeah, the car must have been.
Why was it? Because he taught you to drive.
Why was it your mum that was hit by the car?
What? No. Yes, my mum is
That's
in
not a nice
fact
way
a
to
cat.
your mum as a pet. Come on.
And that's why you're called Kate, because your dad was called Ian and your mum was a cat, therefore Kate.
Turn it up, Freddie. I'll make you big screen now because I think you're ready to do
Oh,
this by
I'm
yourself.
ready. Wonderful.
Yeah, when you're over, you'll realise we've all left. So
Yes.
we'll all just walk out that wardrobe behind you like, hey, surprise.
Yeah, it'll be like one of those musical numbers where all the doors open and the people go, way.
Yeah, it'll be like Monsters Inc. I'll come out dressed as Sully. Right, okay. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, introducing our lovely red t-shirted guy that stand up with us frequently, performing for you tonight, Freddie.
Hello, welcome to my stand-up. I have the entire screen now, and therefore, although it says I am not in charge, I am in charge. So the first thing I'd like to talk about is my rabbit. I had a rabbit when I was very young, and I called the rabbit Freddie. And although you can't tell from my little name, my name is Freddie. And the funny thing about that is that I was so self-conceited as a child. You know, I mean, I should have known better than to call my own rabbit my own name. It's almost as if I was born yesterday, but I wasn't. I was born 365 times 3. I was three years old, and I still didn't know that you're not supposed to call your own pet your own name, because, you know, it gets very confusing when parents are calling after you, and, you know, bad things happen just generally. And and you know, because my world was very small back then. That's why I was so self-centered. You know, my world was about that big. You know, the size of a rabbit. And when that rabbit hit my car, my world spread out. You know, all over the road and a little bit on the pavement. My worldview was spread, and so I was ready to open my mind a bit, and so I was able to empathise with my parents when they had to have those hard conversations over the phone about, you know, what happened that day. They call people up and they're like, "Oh yeah, oh, I had such a tough day today. Oh yeah, Freddie died. Yeah, no, he was killed actually." No, he wasn't murdered. No, I'm sure it wasn't malicious. No, but he's dead. Yeah, he's definitely dead. No, he's definitely dead. I mean, there's a lot of blood on the road. Yeah, Freddie's blood. Yeah, and I mean, the amount of blood that came out of that small body. Oh my gosh, he must have ate his greens because that's a lot of blood. And oh, you want to? No, because we're not going to have a funeral. No, we're just going to dig him up and then put Freddie in our front yard in a hole. Yeah. Oh, you want to come to the funeral? Oh no, you don't need to come to the funeral. Are you crying? Are you actually crying? Freddie's dead and you're crying. No, I'm not upset. What were the last words he said to me? I don't know what the last words I said to Freddie was. I just put him in his cage and I gave him some food. No. Yes, I keep Freddie in a cage. Where do you keep yours? In a bed? In a bed. I mean, really, a bed. Not everyone can keep their pets in a bed. Yes, pet. Yes, pets. Freddie's my pet. Oh, you don't consider yours pets? Oh, they're your children? Oh, you have children, do you? They imprint on you for food. They don't care about you. Yeah, Freddie's my pet. I can always get another one. No, I'm not in denial. I can always get another one from the shop. Yeah, the shop. No, it won't take 9 months. No, it's not any kind of market. You're so bigoted. Your worldview is about this big, the size of a rabbit. So that was the end of Freddie and his life on this earth, but not mine. I carried on, and we managed to get another pet. We had a dog. The dog was called Fluffy, and the dog was a golden retriever. And I mean, very stereotypical, but true. Although unstereotypical because he was very old. He was a very old dog when we got him, and over time he got older. The passage of time withered away his little husks, and eventually he died. And so we wrapped him up in a blanket and we dragged him out to the backyard, which was absolutely full of pet bones. And we dug a little hole and we put him in the garden, in this blanket, in the hole, a little dog burrito. And we looked down at this hole and, we all just remembered, it was so nice to have something to hold on to. And it was just warm and comfortable and fluffy. And what, I did cry because, for all its flaws, I mean, gosh darn, I love that blanket. And now I was going to lose it wrapping around this damn dog. I mean, the idea of losing a nice blanket like that to some sort of four-legged pet. But that's enough about death. Let's talk about life. In Malta, my little sister went to a pet shop and she bought two female hamsters. And we know they're female because we specifically asked, we want two female hamsters because we don't want more hamsters. That would be ludicrous. So we brought them home and immediately we had more hamsters. It's like the old Jurassic Park saying, old Jeff Goldblum without his shirt off being attacked by a Jurassic Park T-Rex. There you go, two again. He said life finds a way, and life did find a way in our little Jurassic Park cave. They were so incestuous that the Game of Thrones fans would have loved it. I mean, it would have been the cross fan base blockbuster hit of the summer had we filmed those hamsters having sex, because it was incestuous and in a cage and therefore a park. So what we did, we didn't film them. In the end, we had 18 hamsters because like coronavirus, hamsters multiply exponentially. And like coronavirus, Dettol does a remarkable job. We just went, and now we don't have hamsters anymore. We have a guinea pig, and there's only one of him, so we don't need to worry about any kind of Jurassic Park moment. We've also electrified the cage, so it has a great time jumping around. So my grandma is much better at keeping pets alive. The day her cat Daisy died, she was 18 years old. And I was 1 year younger than the cat. And so for most of my life, I grew up with this cat 1 year older than me. And that's an enormous pressure on a child because that cat had 1 year's more worth of experience of catching mice. And, I trained every single day, and I tried and I tried. And, when the cat brought mouse in, my grandma would be like, "Oh gosh, a cat! Oh gosh, the cat's brought another mouse in! How wonderful! Oh my!" And then I'd bring a mouse in my jaws, and I'd spit it out on her lap, and then she'd go, "Oh, Freddie, what are you doing here? I don't want this mouse in my lap. You're disgusting. Get out of my house." I should have hit you with that car. But instead she got my rabbit. So that was the end of Daisy, and she has a little epitaph in that it says, "A much better mouse hunter than Freddie," and everyone in the village just laughs and laughs. I mean, really. But my granddad also has a dog. He has a dog called Brexit. I just read two comments on the chat. One of them is, "Freddie's my pet." So apparently my rabbit is alive and in the hands of a new owner. And the other one is, "Loving the moustache," which is very kind. I'm going for the musketeer look. And apparently I'm most like Athos. And I don't know if any of you have succinct musketeer knowledge, but apparently he's the best one. So anywho, my granddad has a dog called Brexit, and obviously this has caused a bit of confusion in the past, but he did get the dog back in 2016 when the phrase was very popular. Everyone was talking about Brexit, but he thought, you know what, I'm gonna call my own dog Brexit. And we told him, we said, you're not going to be able to take care of Brexit. You're too old. You're not going to be able to walk him. You're not going to be able to feed him. You're not going to pay for the vet. Vets are very expensive. And he said, I'm very old. And we said, yes, you're very old. You're like that dead dog Burrito that we buried in the garden. And he said, yes, but unlike the dead dog Burrito, I have this dog Brexit. And although I'm old, I'm going to die, and you're going to have to take care of Brexit. So Brexit is your problem. And obviously that didn't go down well with us. But I know what you're thinking. I know what you're all thinking right now. You're thinking, when is my dog Burrito going to be ready to eat? But otherwise, you might be thinking, why is this guy talking about Brexit all over again? Brexit's a done thing. And I've got to be honest with you, you have your head in the gutter. You've got to pull your head out of the gutter, pull out the glass shards and bits of spittle, and then check yourself, because this whole bit isn't about politics. It's about a dog. Anyway, Brexit used to shit himself for attention. And anytime we weren't talking about him, he would shit himself. And it was terrible. He started hemorrhaging blood from the amount that we ignored him. And eventually we had to take him to the vet. And we had to have some hard conversations about whether we should put Brexit down. I don't know if Yonk is still here, but I have a question for you, Yonk.
Go for it.
Should we have put Brexit down? Do you think we should have put Brexit down when we could?
No.
No. You don't think we should have put Brexit down when we could?
No.
Wow. We have a right-wing musketeer in our very lap. We should witch hunt her down and murder her for trying to save a dog's life. I mean, really. Apparently the CMP movies says yes. I don't know who the CMP movies are, but I enjoy the fact that they seem to be promoting some kind of film-related thing. Yes, so my granddad's quite old, and so when the dog gets lost, he just goes out looking for him. He doesn't print out a sign or get a tracker. He just goes out and he starts shouting down the street. He starts going, Brexit, 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 Brexit. And this isn't so much such a problem now, but in the past it was quite a problem, because he would walk down the street and start going, Brexit, 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 come here, Brexit, come here, Brexit, come here, Brexit. And some people started following him around the referendum time. They started following him and they started chanting. They started going, Brexit, Brexit, come here, Brexit, come to our town. And, it was kind of helpful until my granddad started going, pull the dog. And then he started going, stop, Brexit, stop, Brexit, stop. And then all the people disappeared. And then a new group of people came along and then they started going, stop, Brexit, stop, Brexit, stop, Brexit. Yeah, so I mean that's what it sounds like. But he has got a new dog. He's got a new dog called COVID, and it's a wonderful little puppy. And I'm very much looking forward to that puppy getting lost, because he is going to walk down the street and he started going COVID, COVID. Oh wait, no, he's not chanting. He's going COVID, 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 COVID. And I don't know if people are going to think he has COVID, or maybe he's warning them about COVID. I do think it's going to be funny when he starts going, COVID, come here, COVID, come here, COVID, come here, because then people might start going after him. Although they might forgive him when he starts going, COVID, stop, and then they'll all be like, someone relatable, what gosh darn relatable content this old man is spewing all over the street. I guess I just hope that he doesn't wander into the road and get hit by a car. And I guess spread my worldview. Therefore, that is the end of my set. I hope you enjoyed it. And I haven't given you too much PTSD emotional flashback to when your pets died. And that is the end.
Woo.
Thank you, Freddie, for that lengthy routine. It was lovely. We got a lot of comments from Izzy throughout the entire thing. Lots of just comments on the side. You should become a pundit for E4. I once had a dog, and I called my dog Help. And my logic was, I'd be behind the bushes calling Help, Help, and someone would come, and then I could thinking I was in trouble, that I can put my big Mr. Tickle arms around them, and then show them my stamp collection, because my family had lost it. Please, won't someone talk to me? Brexit, dog called Brexit. That's original. Telling put down the dog, put down Brexit. Yeah. If I was with my brother and there was a Brexit themed joke about a dog, I'd be telling him to pull out. Then I've not really got any more emails to read you about my jokes last week. So there's my jokes about my girlfriend. She said to me, "Do you really mean it?" I'm like, "Well, no." She's one who works for the nurse, and she said she works as a nurse in the local hospital. And she said to me, "Can you still applaud for me? To make sure I'm appreciated." I'm like, "Mate, you get clapped every time you go out." So I'll tell you how my poem's going. Here's the first verse so far. I've changed it a bit. I settled on Spanish. I'm not sure if it's going to work. I've changed everything around. I think I've changed everything around. So here it is. It's now little Spanish boy, roaming the streets of Mumbai. No, that's not even. I haven't changed it all. No. Where is it? Can I do Barcelona? Can I? They'll come back to that in a month's time. I promise you, this poem will be rewritten safe for campus. And also, while Freddie was going on that allocution, I've got a final email from Rob. Dear Warwick Comedy Society. Finally, he's got the right address. From Rob. Dear Warwick Comedy Society, I must say your president is such a nice person. He's the most handsome, tallest, handsomest Irish guy I've ever met in my entire life. All the best, Rob. I thought he had it up until that point, but now I know he's completely batty. He's completely off the wall, completely off his trolley. That's a shame. He's doing. I thought we were building up to something big there. Oh no! Oh, hang on. It appears on my laser screen. We've lost 26,000 viewers. There's now just a haze over Rwanda. I tell you something. I think that laptop must have run out of charge. That's oh dear. Oh. So we've only got 26,003 at the minute. That's not good. Still a 3. Still 3 over the UK. We're going okay. I think that's been quite successful. That's more than normally come to our shows. We normally only get about 24,000. So we're doing slightly better than we normally do. Well, that's sort of been what we do, and sort of I hope I've shown all you many people what we do. Thank you to all of you for performing. Does anyone have any quips they'd like to make? Anything you'd like to? You can insult me if you want. I don't care. You can insult each other. It's a free for all at this point. It's a free for all.
So you know how work given me, how work have given me all these trainings to do for tomorrow.
We
I
did
just
make
thought I'd tell you which one I'm on now. Stress awareness.
Stress awareness.
Oh, give her a biscuit, but only one.
Oh, I could do with a biscuit. I'm on
What?
in the shower.
A virtual biscuit
Jammy
for us
Dodger,
all.
custard cream, Jammy Dodger, Jammy Bourbon, Jammy Dodger. Yeah, that was all right. That went quite well. We've lasted 55 minutes. That's longer than I normally last. Thank you very much to all.
Yeah, we did
That's a
good,
full
guys.
pack.
Thank you.
We did good. We did good. And as I say, it's like we're friends. We just riff and go off each other. To those of you who are watching in the Philippines, I don't know if you'll be international students at Warwick next year. I'm not sure you're covered under Erasmus, but if you do come to study at our fine institution, please do consider joining our society. We have a really nice treasurer, really nice VP. The stand-up officer's, a bit sketchy, but if she's having a good hair day, she's having a good day. The sketch officer doesn't really do much. President's neither here nor there. We're all right as a society, so we're neither here. We're all just bouncing around the place like rubber balls. We're all, it's a nice place. So please do come and join us because of well, I'm going to say other people would say like, oh, come join us because we're a nice diverse group. We don't care, who you are, your gender. We don't care what your pronouns are. You don't know where you come from. I say we need the money. So there's a difference of attitudes there, but I suppose that's just the way we're all brought up. So thank you very much, everyone, for joining us on our 7th CoronaTime. I'm sure there'll be an 8th or a 9th. There will be one in Freshers Week. To all you people, all you little freshers, all you little shark baits arriving.
Yes, very looking forward to the freshers joining our society, and also to all of the second years and third years watching this stream right now. I know you're all great supporters of Warwick Comedy, having been used to us over the last 2 years, and I'm sure you're going to be firm supporters of us in the next year.
We're not going anywhere. Chloe, would you like to say any nice things? Okay, would you like to say nice, supportive things before we leave? Because I think everyone's going to get bored.
Supportive things.
Yeah, just
things that are supportive. Tables, very supportive. 4 legs.
Thank you.
Triangles, very supportive structure. Sorry.
Yeah, you can stop now. Chloe, do you have anything to say, or do you want us to leave you be to go back to becoming more self-aware? Because I've seen you in a pub, you're not.
Yeah. Don't join wits.
Oh no!
Well, we can't say that.
All right.
We can't. When I said it was a joke,
Cut that out.
People clearly knew that I meant they were.
Okay.
People knew it was.
If you want to join wits, but don't come crying to us.
No, Chloe, you're not helping. Chloe, shut up. You're not. This is not. You're not. You're just be quiet. There we go. Perfect.
Yes, there we go.
I'll just kick from studio. Done.
And that is how it starts.
Well, thank you very much for watching, everyone. It's been absolutely beautiful, as usual. I've enjoyed it. I'll be dealing with my inbox over the next few days. I don't think I've said anyone to trigger anyone. Because I didn't say that Indian poem. I didn't say it. I said I'd written it, but I had enough common sense.
That's what you can tell the jury when you're about to be hanged.
Yeah, exactly. I'll just be, and then I'll be hung, and then dried out, and then cut off as brisket.
Yes. A lovely callback to Mr. Otter. I guess you're a bit like Benedict Cumberbatch. Mr. Otter, who can't say penguin, apparently. That's a bit of Benedict Cumberbatch. I can't say his name anymore. End the live stream.
But anyway, everyone, before we waffle on like a waffle, I'll pour some maple syrup on that. Thank you very much, everyone, for watching. I've enjoyed it. Thank you to both of these wonderful people and the other wonderful person who's now gone. Oh, she's just gone. Yeah, she's disappeared now. She's got a flight to catch. Thank you very much, everyone, for watching. It's been absolutely lovely. Stay safe. Hang on, I'll make myself big for this. Thank you very much, everyone, for watching.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Stay safe. Keep calm. And hope you'll join us next time.